Hi, good afternoon. Welcome back to the Sheffield Protection YouTube channel. We're glad you're here. If you like the information provided, go ahead, hit the like and subscribe button. We would greatly appreciate it. Today, we're going to be talking about Hi-Vis garments. Hi-Vis garments are very misunderstood because people don't really know where to use them, when to use them, what they are. There's so much stuff on the market. They're not really familiar with how to use it, what's required, and the government doesn't really help a lot. OSHA references ANSI standards. ANSI references other standards. So we're going to talk about the ANSI standard for high-vis garments when used on the roadway. We can talk about the three different basic types of high-vis garments. There's type O, type R, and type P. Type O is pretty much if you're not exposed to pedestrian vehicles or anything along those lines, roadway type conditions. If you're working at an enclosed site, if you're working in an area where you just need visibility, but you're not exposed to pedestrian vehicles, that's type O. Type R, most common that you see, roadway. If you're on anywhere from a neighborhood street all the way up to a highway where traffic's doing 70 miles an hour, that's type R. And then type P, the final one, those are for emergency services. Think fire, think police, think ambulances. We're really going to focus on type R, which is roadway vehicles. If you're working and doing any construction, delivering, where you would be exposed to traveling public, this would be type R. So some of the things we're going to spend time about is kind of the differences. ANSI doesn't really tell you how to lay out your vest. It gives basic performance criteria. What it says is a Class 2 vest. Class 2 vest has 775 square inches of background material. Background material has to be high-vis, usually fluorescent. Most common is the orange and the green. And then you'll see these gray stripes. This is called retroreflective material. In a Class 2 garment, it needs 201 square inches of retroreflective material. You guys have all encountered retroreflective material and probably didn't even realize it. Retroreflective materials, when you're driving up on, when your car is approaching a subject, a construction worker, or even a brand new stop sign, what it does is when your lights hit it at night, it looks like it's glowing. It looks like it's lit up. That's retroreflective material. What it is doing, it's returning the light from your headlights back to you. And it has to return the majority of the light back to you so you can see it, make it more visible. So this is accomplished. These are either glass bead or prismatic tape. These here are glass bead. So those are some of the basic parts of it. Class 2, as we said, 775 square inches and 201 square inches of retroreflective material. Then Class 3 is needed when traffic speeds are over 45 miles an hour, or at any time you're exposed to pedestrian vehicles in low light situations. Think dawn, dusk, nighttime, bad weather situations. And the difference between Class 2 and Class 3 is the square inches of material. The background material for a Class 3 is 1,240 square inches, and the retroreflective material is 310. We're just adding more material so it's easier to be seen in dark or low light situations.